Today, I will share with you my favorite raspberry cheesecake recipe. This recipe is ideal for summertime since no bake is required. Also, press the like and subscribe button to stay up to date with our new content and leave a comment with your thoughts on the recipe. And don't forget to write in the comments what are the recipe you want to see next. But meantime, stay tuned and enjoy the video. Crush 250 grams of digestive biscuits with the help of a blender until they become fine biscuit powder. Add 100 grams of melted and cooled butter and mix the composition well with the blender. After that, use a spatula to make sure that the butter is distributed evenly. For the cheesecake base, add the mixture to an 18 cm removable cake pan and press the mixture with the bottom of a glass for an even distribution of the base. For a fine touch, you can use a spoon. Put the mold into the freezer for 20 minutes. Meantime, pour 600 grams of cream cheese into a bowl. On top of that, add 200 grams of sugar and mix well with a spatula until the sugar is incorporated. After incorporating the sugar, add 400 grams of Greek yogurt and mix well with the spatula again. Put 20 grams of gelatin to hydrate in 50 milliliters of water for the raspberry jelly. Then leave it to hydrate for up to 10 minutes. Add 400 grams of frozen raspberry to a pot. On top of that, add 100 grams of sugar and a spoonful of lemon juice. Let them boil for 2 minutes. 2 minutes only to keep the bright color of the raspberry. Then blend the raspberry very well and pass the mixture through a sieve to remove the seeds. Add the hydrated gelatin into the microwave for 10 seconds to melt it. Then add the gelatin to the raspberry mix until it's dissolved. Continue by hydrated 10 grams of gelatin in 40 milliliters of water for the cream cheese mixture. Continue by mixing the whipping cream for a few minutes until it's become fluffy like a mousse, and pour the melted gelatin into the whipping cream and mix it well. Add the gelatin and the whipping cream over the cream cheese mixture and mix it until become homogeneous. The whipped cream brings a slightly delicate air texture in the cheese mixture. Now divide it in 4 bowls. In the first bowl, put 10 spoons of raspberry mix. In the second, 7 spoons. And in the third, only 2. And the fourth bowl will remain white. In the first bowl, add red food coloring for intense color and mix well together. The 4 mix are ready now. Add the white part first, and after that, add the colors gradually. The second layers are the light pink, and then we will create an wave aspects. Continue with the darker red until you finish all the colors. And after that, put the cheesecake in the freezer for 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes are passed, pour the raspberry jelly and spread it evenly. And put again the cheesecake in the freezer for at least 4 hours, but preferably overnight. Remove the cheesecake from the mold and prepare to remove the acetate sheet with a towel dipped within warm water. Press the well-wrung towel over the entire surface of the foil and gently unfoil. This step is necessary for a smooth appearance of the cheesecake after removing the foil. For decoration, use 100 grams of whipped cream and decorate it as you like. I also decorated with some fresh fruit. Now the cheesecake is ready to serve. Enjoy! Ever wish cheesecake was quicker to make? Well, you are in luck. Join me as we create the perfect solution, mini cheesecakes. Let's get started. For the biscuit base, we need 150 grams of vanilla Oreo cookies and 400 grams of melted and cooled butter. We bake the biscuit and put them in the chopper. Put the lid on and chop them well. After that, pour the melted butter and we start to chop again. After mixing well, pour the biscuit into the muffin tin and level with a glass. Put the tin in the oven for 5 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Now let's prepare the cream cheese. pour 100 grams of sugar into 500 grams of ricotta. Add a spoonful of vanilla essence, a tablespoon of lemon juice, 2 eggs at room temperature, and mix very well. The biscuit bases are ready. Pour over the cheese composition that we just prepared. With the ice cream spoon, I fill the muffin paper 3/4. Will remain enough space for the decoration. We bake them at 160 degrees Celsius for 18 to 20 minutes. While we wait, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Sabrissimo, and stay until the end to find out what recipe I prepare next just for you. Let's continue with the whipped cream. Mix 200 grams of whipped cream until you get a wavy texture. Take care not to overmix it. I want to make something special for decorating. Let's put some cream in a separate bowl, a little red coloring, and mix well. Now we put the color whipped cream on the edges of the piping bag and the rest of the white whipped cream in the middle. In this way we will create a very beautiful white-pink effect. The 18 minutes have passed and the mini cheesecakes are ready. Look how beautiful they are. Let the mini cheesecake cool to room temperature and prepare the decoration. Use the prepared whipped cream and decorate each mini cheesecake. I use strawberries, red currants, and pieces of Oreo. Our mini cheesecakes are ready. Let's unwrap one and taste it. Don't tell anyone, but I've eaten several off camera. The creamy cheesecake is so smooth and delightful. It goes really well with the light, fluffy whipped cream, topped with juicy strawberries. It is an incredible mix of flavor and texture. You need to try it. Have you ever wanted to make a delicious dessert at home that will make your loved ones ask for a second slice? How about a crunchy Oreo cookie base with a rich chocolate cream cheese filling, all topped off with a perfect dark chocolate ganache? If your answer is yes, stay tuned for a chocolate cheesecake recipe that doesn't need any baking or gelatin. So, who's up for making the best chocolate cheesecake that will impress your family and friends? Then, let's get started. We will start with the cheesecake base. Grab 150 grams of Oreo biscuits. Crunch them using a blender until they are just right. Add 40 grams of melted and cooled butter and give it a quick blend. Mix it around with a spatula to make sure everything's well combined. Pop this mix into a cake tin lined with acetate foil to easily remove the cheesecake later. Now tap the base well with the bottom of a glass, then smooth it with the back of a spoon. Now into the freezer it goes for about 10 to 15 minutes. While our base chills, let's prepare the cream cheese filling. We need 200 grams of dark chocolate finely chopped. This will help the chocolate melt faster. On top, we need 130 grams hot heavy cream. I put the heavy cream for about 1.5 minutes into the microwave. As a side note, it must be hot but not boiled. Now, give it a good stir until it's melted and creamy. Set this aside to cool while we'll work on the cream cheese part. In a bowl, mix together 300 grams cream cheese at room temperature with 100 grams of powdered sugar. Stir it with a spatula until the sugar is nicely blended in. Now, add the melted chocolate to the cream cheese mix and stir it all together. We will obtain a smooth and creamy composition. Take the base of the cheesecake out of the freezer and pour the creamy mixture over the base. Make sure it's all nice and even. Now let's prepare some chocolate ganache. Take 70 grams of dark chocolate, the good stuff, and 70 grams of hot heavy cream and pour that hot heavy cream over the chopped chocolate and stir it until it's silky and quite delightful. Pour this ganache over the cheesecake and tap the tin gently to even it out before we unveil this delicious outcome. If you are enjoying this video, remember to subscribe to Sabrissimo so you wouldn't miss our next video. Now it's time to put our cheesecake in the fridge for at least 4 hours or better yet overnight. Once it's ready, remove the acetate foil and transfer it into a serving plate. For decor, let's get creative with the toppings. Add some fresh raspberries, strawberries, Oreo bites. You can add mint and rosemary for a green touch and a sprinkle of caramelized nuts for the contrast. It's a delightful dessert that it's almost too good to resist. There you have it, a no-bake chocolate cheesecake that's as tasty as it is simple to make. To slice it perfectly, dip your knife into warm water and clean it after every cut for a perfect slice. Go ahead and enjoy it with your loved ones. I know I will. If you liked this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up and leave a comment below with your opinion about this recipe. So be part of Sabrissimo community by clicking on subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss out our next cooking adventures. Thank you for joining me today in the kitchen. Until next time, happy cooking!